Hello friends, welcome to Affairs Cloud. We learn to lead. My name is Vikas. So friends, in today's video we'll be discussing the important current affairs of the second week of May. The session will be very important, so do watch the video till the end. Hit the like button, share the link of this video with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, do subscribe. So let's start with our video, but before that we have something important to tell you about. We have an app by the name Carriers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. Once you have downloaded the app, you will open the app and you will see this type of screen. In this, you can go and log in with your Google account, that is your Gmail ID. Then once you have logged in, then you will be moved to the this page where you can see a window. If you click on the current affairs section here, then you will be moved to this page. Now this is where magic happens. This is the course where there are two courses provided by us. First, you should know it is of 1 year and 2 years, so choose your course accordingly. What we are providing and what is the reason behind that you should purchase course of current affairs from us, and what are the important details about it. First thing, you should know that we provide you current affairs in both English and Hindi. Okay, also we provide you here current affairs daily. PDFs are provided daily. The important factor here to remember is we are providing PDF to you daily. Okay, that contains question answers of the daily current affairs. They are explained in a much easy way where you can grasp the knowledge and do your revision. Okay, apart from app, we provide you with question answers. Then on every day we provide you 20 question answers quiz, daily 20 questions quiz. So imagine how much it will benefit you in your preparation. Then we provide you same thing for weekly. In weekly we take a quiz of 50 questions. Then question answers of week, we provide you a book. PDF is provided you weekly of the compiled questions of the whole week. Similarly for monthly also, ebook is given, your quizzes are taken, question answers PDF. Then apart from it, we also help you to prepare for banking papers. All the banking exams you can go refer to our videos and our courses here. You can see here the we provide you banking and economic quiz of 157 questions. Okay, then topic wise PDFs are covered. As you can see, we are making videos on indexes and reports, important days, the books and authors, all the events that are taking place in individual months. So these PDFs are provided to you and they will help you a lot in your preparation for journal awareness, your journal studies, as well as for current affairs. Then you can see we also provide you current affairs for state wise current affairs are provided to you. Apart from this, I have a gift for all of my friends here. If you use my code Vikas10, you will be getting a straight 10% discount on the purchase you make. So when you are about to check out and do the payment, just before the payment, you will be getting an option to use the promo code. There you can put the Vikas10, the code, and you will be getting an extra 10% discount on the total purchase you make there. So let's start with our video. The first question that we'll be discussing today is, in May 2021, 5 oil and gas PSUs of India, IOCL, BPCL, HPCL, ONGC, and GAIL have signed a MOU for the construction of redevelopment of which religious site? First of all, you should know the full form of these 5 PSUs. IOCL stands for Indian Oil Corporation Limited. BPCL stands for Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. HPCL stands for Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited. ONGC is your Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Limited, and GAIL, that is your GAIL, stands for Gas Authority of India Limited. So 5 oil and gas PSUs of India, IOCL, BPCL, HPCL, ONGC, and GAIL have signed an MOU for the construction and redevelopment of which site? The site is Badrinath Dham. Alright, Badrinath Dham's reconstruction, for the construction and redevelopment of Badrinath Dham. These 5 gas PSUs have signed MOU. Alright, moving on to next. Technology company Isopia will manufacture robotic solar cleaning technology in India. This is the project of UAE, and Isopia belongs to which country? Three informations from here. Isopia belongs to which country? It belongs to Israel. Alright, it is working on a project of UAE, that is for robotic solar cleaning technology, and manufacturing will be done in India. So remember, three countries. Ethiopia is from Israel, company of Israel, and it is working on a project of UAE, and it is working in India on the production or the manufacture of robotic solar cleaning technology. Alright, so it belonged to Israel. Next, which mutual fund company recently launched an open-ended fund scheme for investing in Schroder International Selection Fund SISF Global Distribution? Alright, to invest in SISF, which mutual company recently launched an open-ended fund scheme for investing? It is your name of the mutual fund company is being asked here. It is Axis Mutual Fund. Next, in May 2021, Dash provided financial assistance of worth 9,162 crore rupees to Dash for the development of agriculture and allied sector. Remember, it was your NABARD. NABARD provided financial assistance of 9,162 crore rupees for the development of agriculture and allied sectors. Alright, to which state? It was provided to West Bengal. Alright, so correct option becomes option 5, NABARD and West Bengal. And full form of NABARD, you should also know. NABARD stands for National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. Next question. Which company recently entered into the 100 most valued Indian firms club with the market capital of 55,500 crore rupees? Which is the company? Name of the company is being asked here that entered 100 most valued Indian firms. Alright, so the name of the company is SAIL, Steel Authority of India Limited, and with a market capitalization of 55,500 crore rupees. Okay, next. Which company developed the world's first 2 nanometer chip technology? This new chip technology can charge your batteries 4 times. Alright, that means that will increase the life of the battery 4 times. And this 2 nanometer chip technology, that is the world's first 2 nanometer chip technology, is built by IBM. Alright, next. When is the World Athletics Day annually celebrated across the globe? World Athletics Day. World Athletics Day is celebrated on 7th of May. Alright, I repeat, World Athletics Day is celebrated on 11th of May. Then if we talk about May 1, we see Workers' Day. Workers' Day, or you can say International Labor Day. Then on May 3, we see World Press Freedom Day. World Press Freedom Day. Then remember, on 4th of May, May 4th, we see Coal Miners Day. Coal Miners Day, or remember, this day is also celebrated as International Firefighters Day. International Firefighters Day. And if we talk, we just saw the World Athletics Day, it is celebrated on 7th of May. Then next, BRO, that is your Border Road Organization Raising Day, is annually observed across India on Dash to mark the establishment of BRO in Dash. Border Roads Organization BRO, that is BRO Raising Day, is celebrated on which? It is celebrated on 7th of May, and it was 7th May, and this BRO started or established in 1960. So correct option is your 7th May 1960. Option 5 is correct. Next, which state government launched the Mukhyamantri Seva Sankalp Helpline 1100? So remember, Mukhyamantri Seva Sankalp helpline number. This is for the dedicated helpline number for COVID related issues. Means if you have any problem related to COVID-19, if you are not getting any bed, or if you require any help regarding the matter of corona, then you can contact on 1100, and this is the helpline number of Himachal Pradesh. Alright, next. Which state government launched Mukhyamantri Visa? So it is of Himachal Pradesh. Next. Which organization renamed institutional training platforms as Innovators Growth Platform to boost the listing of startup companies? It was renamed by SEBI. I repeat, SEBI, that is your Security and Exchange Board of India, renamed institutional trading platforms as Innovators Growth Platform to boost the listing of startup companies. Next, which NBFC launched the public awareness campaign on the financial frauds called सावधान रहे सतर्क safe रहे सावधान रहें safe रहें. This is a public awareness campaign and it was launched by an NBFC. So the question asked here is like what is the name of that NBFC that launched this campaign? It was launched by Bajaj Finserv. Alright, if we talk about the chairman and managing director of Bajaj Finserv, he is Sanjeev Bajaj. Headquarter of Bajaj Finserv is in Pune, Maharashtra. Next. Dash and Dash won the Lord's World Sportsman and Sportswomen of the Year 2021 during the Digital Award ceremony from Spain. Lawrence World Sportsman and Sportswomen of the Year 2021 was awarded to Rafael Nadal became the Lawrence World Sportsman and the Sportswoman was Naomi Osaka. This award, that is your Lawrence World Sportsman and Sportswoman, this award is related to tennis. This was virtually given and this was given from Spain. Alright, important question, mark this, Rafael Nadal and Naomi Osaka. Next, who was appointed as the president of FICCI Ladies Organization, that is your FLO. FLO full form is also important, FICCI Ladies Organization. The president that she was appointed as the president of FICCI Ladies Organization, the name of the person is Ujwala Singhania. Ujwala Singhania, she became the president of FICCI Ladies Organization in 2021 May. Next, what is the utility of the Dost for Life mobile app launched by CBSE? Remember, recently an app, mobile app by the name Dost for Life was recently launched by CBSE for the students, for their live counseling of the students, because as we know, due to corona and because of the lockdown, students are not able to go to the schools, due to which they are in stress and they cannot figure out like what they have to do in their future. So to give them a perspective, to counsel them, various teachers and counselors will be provided here on this app so that the students can talk to them and get a better idea of their life. Alright, so it was for live counseling of students online. Those for Life app launched by CBSE. Next, Indian Olympic medalist Ravinder Pal Singh. Important question. Ravinder Pal Singh. He passed away recently. The question asked here is, which sport did he represent? He represented hockey. Alright. And he was an Olympic gold medalist. Remember, another question related to hockey, that Indian hockey team. Ravinder Pal Singh was the part of this Indian hockey team in 1980 when India won gold medal in Olympics. India won gold medal in Olympics in hockey in the Olympic Games of Moscow, Russia. Moscow, Russia. Alright, and it won in 1980. This is important. Next, what is the theme of 2021's World Red Cross and Red Crescent Day that is annually celebrated on 8th of May? World Red Cross and Red Crescent Day is celebrated on 8th of May, and what is the theme of it? The theme is Together We Are Unstoppable. Option 2 is correct. Together We Are Unstoppable. Next, what is the theme of 2021's World Migratory Bird Day that is annually observed biannually, or it is observed biannually? That means it is observed twice in a year, and that too on the second Saturday of May and October. I repeat, World Migratory Day is observed biannually, that is twice in a year, and that too on second Saturday of May and second Saturday of October. So what was the theme of the 2021's World Migratory Bird Day. The theme is Sing, Fly, Soar Like a Bird. Option C is correct. Sing, fly, soar like a bird is the theme of World Migratory Day 2021. Next, when was the World Portuguese Language Day observed for the first time? World Portuguese Language Day observed for the first time in 2020, and on when it was observed for the first time on 5th of May 2020. So option 4th is correct. 5th of May 2020. World Portuguese Language Day observed for the first time. Next, when is the Coal Miners Day annually observed? We just saw that Coal Miners Day was annually observed on 4th of May. Apart from it, International Firefighters Day is also observed on the same day. Next, in May 2021, the Minister of Agriculture has formulated a special Kharif strategy for 2021 with a special focus on which crops? First of all, tell me what are the Kharif crops named. Kharif crops are also known as the monsoon crops. Alright, then if we look at some of the example of Kharif crops are rice, maize, cotton, pulses. Alright, so these are all the examples of Kharif crops. So basically, Ministry of Agriculture has formulated a special Kharif strategy for 2021 with a special focus on pulses. Next, which country partnered with UNDP India for developing oxygen generation plant in northeast India? To generate oxygen generation plant in northeastern India, Japan has partnered with UNDP India, that is United Nations Development Program of India. Alright, so Japan and India are working together for development of oxygen generation plant in northeastern India. Next, which organization formulated the Asia Pacific Tax Hub to enhance international cooperation for strengthening global tax administration? I repeat, which organization formulated the Asia Pacific Tax Hub to enhance international cooperation for strengthening the global tax administration? Which was the organization? It was your ADB, that is Asian Development Bank. Remember, headquarter of ADB is in Philippines. If we talk about World Trade Organization, headquarter is in Geneva, Switzerland. And if we talk about NDB, that is your New Development Bank, the headquarter is in Shanghai, China. Alright, next. Which bank entered into a strategic tie-up with UAE-based Marshak Bank that to facilitate money transfer between UAE and India? There was a tie-up, or there was a strategic tie-up between United Arab Emirates Bank, Mashreq Bank and India's bank, that is by the name what? Federal Bank. Alright, I repeat, Federal Bank of India along with Mashreq Bank of who? Which country? UAE, that is United Arab Emirates. They both have tied a strategic tie-up due to which they will be able, now the people of India and UAE will be able to transfer money from one country to another country. Alright, that means from India people can send money to UAE, and from UAE India people can send money to India using these Federal Bank and Mashreq Bank. Next, who recently became the first Indian to win Sheikh Zayed Book Award? Sheikh Zayed Book Award. Oh, alright, this award is given in the field of Arabic culture. Arabic culture. And this award is given by United Arab Emirates. Alright, then for the book this award has been given is Arabic Oration. Alright, for Arabic oration this award was given. The question asked is there, who is the person or who is the first person from India to win this award? The first person to win this award from India is Tahira Kutubuddin. Alright, next. Which Indian UN peacekeeping officer was honored by the UN Secretary General during the UN and Annual Memorial Service 2021? First of all, tell me who is the UN Secretary General. He is Antonio Guterres. Alright, Antonio Guterres is the UN Secretary General of UN, and he honored which Indian US peacekeeping officer recently during the UN Annual Memorial Service. Remember, Antonio Guterres honored Yuvraj Singh, who is the Indian UN peacekeeping officer, during the annual memorial service of 2021. Next, who was appointed as the chairman and the MD of Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited? Chairman and MD of BPCL. Who was appointed? He was Arun Kumar Singh. Arun Kumar Singh was appointed as the CMD, that is your chairman and managing director of BPCL. All right. Next question is, SpaceX is planning to launch a satellite on moon by dash, which will be fully funded by using dash cryptocurrency. Remember, it is important. The SpaceX is planning to launch a mission or a satellite to buy on moon by 2022. Name of the satellite will be Dodge 1. All right, this will be fully funded using the cryptocurrency named Dogecoin. All right, who is pushing this? This is being pushed by Elon Musk. All right, and SpaceX satellite will be Dodge 1. All right, so the correct option becomes 2022 Dogecoin. Next, which organization developed the artificial intelligence based tool called Atman AI for detecting COVID-19 from chest x-rays? Atman AI. This is your tool that was developed by DRDO that can help in detecting the COVID-19 patient just using by their chest x-rays. All right, just with the help of an x-ray, this particular tool by the name Atman AI, that is AI stands for artificial intelligence based tool. Atman AI can detect that if a person is having a coronavirus or not, if is a positive or negative, just by looking at the chest x-ray. So this was developed by DRDO. Next, in May 2021, Mioka-Bara railway station was renamed as Mahesh Nagar railway station. Where is this located? Mioka-Bara railway station was renamed to Mahesh Nagar railway station. This is also important. It can be asked in your paper that Mahesh Nagar railway station's earlier name was Mioka-Bara, or Mioka-Bara railway station was renamed to what? That is Mahesh Nagar railway station, and the location is Jodhpur, Rajasthan. Next, what is India's rank in the UN World Happiness Report 2021? The India's rank in UN World Happiness Report 2021 is 139. Next, what is the full form of QR in QR code? You know, if you have seen, if you pay through Paytm, Google Pay, if you are using UPI, then you should know that these are the QR code. All right, there are spots in this. They are circular or rectangle shaped or circular. They are rectangle or square shaped such figures you can see when you are paying online through Paytm, Google Pay, Phone Pay, or etc. Okay, so these are QR code, and these things that like you see this, these are barcode. Generally barcodes are on the products that you scan while paying. All right, so the question asked here is, what is the full form of the QR in QR code? QR stands for quick response. Option 5 is correct. What is approximately playtime of Indian national anthem Jana Gana Man in its full version? The question here is, what is the length of Jana Gana Man, that is the Indian national anthem? The full length is 52 seconds. This is a GS question. Next, which Indian origin fruit is popularly known as the king of fruits? Important question, can be asked. Many times this question has been asked. It is mango. All right, next. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, the Director General of World Trade Organization, belongs to which country? This was also one of the most important questions. Okay, so Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, she became the first women Director General to lead WTO, that is your World Trade Organization, whose headquarters is in where? Tell me. I just told you where is the headquarters of World Trade Organization. Where it is? It is in Geneva, Switzerland. All right. The headquarters of World Trade Organization is in Geneva, Switzerland. The first women Director General of WTO is Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, and she belonged to which country? She belonged to Nigeria. All right, fourth option is correct. Next, Which bank partnered with Geojit Financial Service to provide a single account equivalent to savings, demat, and trading accounts? I repeat, a single account that will be equivalent of saving, demat, and trading account. Demat is for your trading shares and purchase stock marketing. So the single account equivalent of saving, demat, and trading account was released by a bank that partnered with Geojit Financial Service is which bank? Come on, tell me. You should know this answer. All right, you have covered this in the daily current affairs covered by Ashu sir. So what is the name of the bank? The name of the bank is PNB. All right, PNB along with Geojit Financial Services provide a single account equivalent of services, demat, and trading accounts. Next, Dash is issued guidelines for top 1000 listed companies to provide reports of environmental effects due to companies on a mandatory basis from Dash. Remember, recently now SEBI has taken an initiative, that SEBI stands for Security Exchange Board of India, has taken an initiative and has issued guidelines to the top 1000 listed companies to provide the report of how they are affecting the environment, or if they are releasing any pollution, or if they are releasing any chemical substance in the rivers. So they have to provide a report of environmental effect due to the company on a mandatory basis from fiscal year 23. All right, so they have to provide a mandatory report like how they are affecting, how their company is affecting the environment. Then, which payment provider recently introduced a feature that enables international money transfer from US to India and Singapore? A feature that will enable the transfer or international transfer of money from US to India and Singapore. It was recently launched by Google Pay. All right. Next. Next, we'll be looking at some of the GDP projections. First, Nomura predicted the GDP estimate for fiscal year 2022 of India is at what? It is at 10.8%. All right. Then if we talk about CRISIL projected India's GDP by 11% for fiscal year 2022. If we talk about, all right, first we'll do this question. Nomura revised percent 10.8%, that is 10.8, and for 11% was of CRISIL. So option 3 is correct. Similarly, if we talk about for the fiscal year 2022, Moody's projection was 7.9%, and for CARE Ratings the projection was 9.2%. Nomura's projection was 10.8%, and for CRISIL the GDP projection for the fiscal year 2022 is 11%. All right, so the correct answer for this question becomes option Moody and 9.2, that is fourth option is correct. All right, so remember these are important and there is a higher chance of such question being asked. Next, which company received the Green Urja Award 2021 conferred by the Indian Chamber of Commerce, that is ICC? The Green Urja Award Award 2021 was given by Indian Chamber of Commerce. To whom? It was given to Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited. All right. Next, NASA's OSIRIS-REx spacecraft will collect rock samples from which asteroid and will return to Earth by 2023? NASA's spacecraft name OSIRIS-REx. This will collect the rock samples from Bennu asteroid and will return to Earth by 2023. All right, that means this is Earth and this is the asteroid. The aircraft by name OSIRIS-REx moved here. It did some digging and mining, collected samples, and now it is back on the track to India, and this will return to India by 2023. And the name of the aircraft is OSIRIS and the name of the asteroid is Bennu. All right, so option 5th is correct. Next, name the autobiography of Arjun Award winner, table tennis player Venu Gopal Chandrasekharji, who passed away recently. Venu Gopal Chandrasekharji, who was an Arjuna Award winner, and he was associated with table tennis. He was associated with TT, or you can say table tennis. This question can also be asked that Arjuna Award winner Venugopal Chandrasekhar ji was related to which sport? He was related to which sport? Table tennis. So the question asked here is, what is the name of the autobiography of Venugopal Chandrasekhar ji? The name of the autobiography is My Fight Back from Death's Door. I repeat, the name of the autobiography of Venugopal Chandrasekhar ji is My Fight Back from Death's Door. Next, world's oldest women sharpshooter Chandro Tomar passed away in 2021. Which state does she belong to? Chandra Tomar ji. She belonged to which state? She is the oldest women sharpshooter of India, and she belonged to which state? She belonged from Uttar Pradesh. Next, Yoweri Museveni became the president of which country? I repeat, Yoweri Museveni became the president of which country? He became the president of Uganda. Alright, next. Who was appointed as the Under Secretary General of UN Humanitarian Affairs? I repeat, Martin Griffiths was appointed as the Under Secretary General of the UN Humanitarian Affairs. Alright, next. Who authored the book All Time Favorites for Children? The book that was authored by the book named All Time Favorites for Children was authored by Ruskin Bond. Important question. Ruskin Bond is a famous author. So All Time Favorites for Children is a book that can be asked in your exam. Remember this. Ruskin Bond, author of All Time Favorites for Children. Next and the last question for the day is, to recognize importance of the argan tree, the UN for the first time observed the International Day of Argania in 2021. When was it observed? For the importance of, to spread the importance of argan tree, UN for the first time in 2021 celebrated or has recognized International Day of Argania. The question asked here is, what is the date on which this is observed? Another question that can be asked is, when was the first time the International Day of Argania observed? It was first time observed in 2021, this year itself, and the date is 10th of May. Alright. So friends, this was our video. I hope you enjoyed our video. If you liked our video, do hit the like button, share the link with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, or if you are new to our channel, then do subscribe, because it motivates us to bring a better content for you guys. Also, if you have any trouble regarding login or payment or any other issues, then you can reach to us on our mail, that is support@affairscloud.com, or you can call us on the number 9677333862, and we'll resolve your issue as soon as possible. Also, you should go and check our courses that are available at a very reasonable price, and that will help you to boost your preparations for upcoming government exams. You can use the code Vikas10 to get a straight 10% discount on any purchase you make. Alright, so that's all for the day. Take care.